Brett Cooper has officially made her first appearance since she departed from Daily Wire. Now, still speculation is circulating all over the place that she was fired. Brett Cooper denies these allegations. Who knows? Either way, we're going to jump right into her speech at TPUSA, which again, her first appearance since leaving the Daily Wire.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi. This is crazy.
So first off, shout out to the people that were booing. Second of all, if you're cheering and clapping for Brett Cooper coming on stage, odds are you're inbred. Sorry, it's just the truth.
Crazy. Can you guys hear me all right? This is wild. Could I grab my notes from you? 1 minute, guys. Hold for a moment. Woo! All right,
I want to know who yelled "I love you" so that we can ostracize him as a simp.
we got this. Guys, I came after the greatest speaker because I was backstage doing like breathing exercises. It was fantastic. It is so great to be here with you all. This is literally insane. I'm so happy. I have wanted to speak at a TPUSA conference for ages, and I'm so happy to be with you all now. We have been...
And it only took getting fired from the Daily Wire to finally get here. So sweet.
Listening to some absolutely legendary speakers this week on Trump, on our future, on...
I'm going to do us all a favor and turn the speed up. Because, like I said, the whole reason the comment section is now declining because Brett Cooper left is because it's impossible to replace how annoying and grating her voice is and how basic her overall commentary is. It's very difficult to replace that.
On...
Oh, God, no, I messed it up. Fuck this. Okay. Hold up. Clicked the wrong button there. Fuck that.
Immigration.
That's how that is how it feels, though, to listen to Brett Cooper. Let's be real.
On gender identity politics. But for the next 10 minutes, I want to talk directly about you guys because you are the foundation of our culture. Now, you're very important. You're super important. Now, to just backtrack a bit for those of you who might not know the story. Funny story a bit. 3 years ago, I attended TPUSA's YWLS as my first ever political event. So to be on stage now with you, literally just 3 years later, is very, very surreal. I'm incredibly honored to be here. And it feels so full circle because TPUSA came into my life, you know, during COVID, during 2020, at a time when so many of us felt isolated and lonely. You know, I had been effectively canceled.
See, this is what I mean right here. Nobody can bring to stage this level of boringness. I mean, seriously, I feel like even with the speed turned up, she has a way of speaking that just makes it sound dull and boring and like syndicated. I don't know, it's just fucking annoying to me.
Canceled by all of my friends. I had left my sorority due to the rabid politics, and I wasn't working in Hollywood after 10 years.
Yeah, you left your sorority. Nice way of saying you just probably got fucking kicked out.
Because I refused the vaccine. And one day, after seeing a video that I did...
No, what? What did she just say?
...of my friends, I had left my sorority due to the rabid politics, and I wasn't working in Hollywood after 10 years because I refused the vaccine. And one day, after seeing a video...
Because you refused the I don't even know what to say to that. Too bad they don't make a vaccine for not getting fired.
Video that I did. Woo! Yeah. But one day, after watching a video that I had done for PragerU, this random girl slid into my DMs. She said, number one, I think that we'll be best friends. Number two, would you please come to YWLS with me? And obviously, at that point in my life, I had nothing left to lose. I was like, I don't even know what I'm getting into. So I went. And thank God I did. Because these events, what you guys are doing today, I
like that in a kind of weird way. She's sort of acknowledging she had really no understanding of politics. She had no real experience with politics. She just felt kind of icky about getting the vaccine. And then that somehow launched her into a fucking Daily Wire commentator. Like, She said she's never been to any of those events or anything. 3 years ago, she went to a TPUSA event. What? If you had asked me 3 years ago, I didn't even know fucking TPUSA events were still a thing. She has no experience. She's acknowledging it. And it's just kind of a self-report in a weird way. I think Ben Shapiro just hired her because he likes to look at himself.
Gave me my best friends, like that girl, but they, more importantly, actually not more importantly, equal importance, they gave me the confidence and the tools to get in the fight. And like so many of you guys, I just absolutely threw myself in. And it is not uncommon in this room with you guys and the amazing speakers that have been here this.
You know what? You can just put me out of my misery on the battlefield if I ever refer to the political stuff that, like, you're doing or I'm doing as just doing like commentary as like in the fight. I'm battling every day to save civil rights. Like, shut the fuck up. You're a YouTuber. Calm down. You provide commentary. It's valuable. There's a place for it. Of course, I wouldn't do it if I didn't think there was value to it. But at the same time, it's cringy when she's saying, I decided to get into the fight. You're not in a fight. You had a cushy job at Daily Wire.
This week, but I spent every single day over the last 4 years thinking about the 2024 election and working towards trying to change our.
Did she say every day? That sounds like some rumination right there. She might have some issues
culture.
here.
I mean, thinking about the 2024, but I spent every single day over the last 4 years thinking about the 2024 election.
Wow. Obsessive much?
And working towards trying to change our culture. I mean, within months of YWLS, that first TPUSA event, I was already working for PragerU. I was working for Young Americans for Liberty. I was writing for, woo, amazing.
Yeah, really, a huge testament to the fact that there really is no level of mediocrity the right wing will not just fully embrace. Congratulations, Brett. You have proven this theory true time and time again.
I was writing for the Foundation for Economic Education. I had gotten into law school. Thank God I didn't go. That would have been terrible for me. But I ended up moving to Nashville, where I launched the comment section. But
I like how everybody there's cheering. I wonder how many people in the audience unsubscribed from the comment section when Brett Cooper left. I wonder how many people in the audience right there are unsubscribers.
Which I hosted until just a couple of weeks ago. Good things coming. So I became, all that to say, I became highly engaged in politics and the culture war. But
I hope she says more about that, because I think that everybody is pretty much kind of, it's like the elephant in the room. Everybody's like, okay, yeah, this is nice. Yep. You started doing politics. Yeah. Fun, cute story. Sure. What happened though with your, you leaving the Daily Wire? That's what everybody wants to know. That's great. Yeah, you were working with PragerU. You used to be in Hollywood. Vaccines? What the? What happened with you in the Daily Wire? That's what everybody wants to know. And she's just like, just refusing to give anybody any information.
In this, I quickly found myself becoming dependent on the news cycle to regulate my mood and regulate my hope. And obviously that's understandable. These are consequential times that we're living in. The stakes are high. But as this became my job, as I was doing a twice daily show, this dependency only worsened. And I had to learn how to find hope and humor and joy and purpose outside of the news and outside of this constant noise. And I wanted to make sure, more importantly, that I was showing up positively for every single person who clicked on my channel to watch a video. And now...
That's funny. She never showed up positively when I clicked on one of her videos.
Now, 3 years later, funnily enough, that is the question that I get asked the most, is that amidst all of this chaos and unrest, how do you still show up with joy every day? And that's an important question, and it's one that we all must answer, especially as we prepare for these challenges.
Oh no. Is she really going to try to give us the secret key to happiness before she tells us what the fuck happened with Daily Wire? Nobody... Shut up, Brett. We're here to know about the Daily Wire thing. You literally just acknowledged it and then just like skirted past it.
Challenges ahead, because even after all of this, even after the greatest political comeback in history, this battle is not, it's amazing. Amazing. But even after that, which was
the greatest political comeback in history. Okay. You don't need to be so theatrical and dramatic all the time. He was already president once. It's not that shocking. Kamala Harris came in late to the race. Biden was like falling apart. It's not exactly the greatest comeback story ever, if you ask me.
Oh, amazing. This battle is not over because there will be slandering. They're slandering. There will be mockery. There will be attempts to villainize President Trump and those who support him. So the question is, how
Gee, what happened to free speech?
do we withstand that pressure when we are entrenched in politics every single day and we care so much? In my opinion, that starts by addressing a fundamental mistake that I think that we all make, which I kind of call the fallacy of external fulfillment. Because
she's making up fallacies. She's giving us her homemade recipe for a fallacy before she's even explaining what happened with the Daily Wire thing. She is, you know what? She's taking advantage of the fact that everybody is just hoping she says something about the Daily Wire thing, and she's taking advantage of that, and she's just talking about whatever the fuck she wants. She's like, when I was 7, I stubbed my toe, and Daily Wire, don't lose interest. Then for my 7-year-old birthday, like, just get to the fucking point. She should have really gone into politics because she's filibustering right here.
it is very easy to believe that external forces, whether they be political wins or career milestones or material gains, dictate our joy, our meaning, and our success. And sure, all of those things, they feel great. You know, winning an election is exhilarating. Getting a nicer home is exciting, and achieving a personal goal is rewarding. But those are feelings, and those feelings are fleeting. True, lasting fulfillment.
Those are feelings, and facts don't care about your feelings. Hi, Becky, did you have a good day yesterday? Yeah, I've been feeling really happy. Shut up, I asked for the facts.
And resilience, more important. Feelings are fleeting. True, lasting fulfillment and resilience, more importantly, does not come from external forces. It comes from within. It comes from living a life that is grounded, that is steady, and that it is aligned with your values and your purpose. I mean, to borrow a page...
I mean, she's not entirely incorrect there. That, yeah, it's obviously true to strive to live life in according with your values, sure.
From my friend Jordan Peterson's book, your values and your purpose. I mean, to borrow a page from my friend Jordan Peterson's book, he's the best. He's amazing.
Oh my God. Shout out to the worst friend ever. Honestly, why would she just so willingly admit to being friends with Jordan Peterson? You couldn't waterboard that info out of me.
That is obviously easier said than done. It is crucial for this long-term joy and resilience. So obviously, how do we do that? That's the next question. For me personally, it all starts with gratitude. Now, some of you guys might know more of my story than others, but for those who don't, I did not have the most conventional or stable upbringing. It was turbulent, it was confusing, it was often dangerous for a young child. One of my brothers passed away at a very young age. Another brother of mine is a diagnosed schizophrenic.
Yo, whoa, trauma dump? Why is she trauma dumping on Maine before she's even telling us what the hell is happening with Daily Wire?
He was homeless for many years with me as his primary contact. It was confusing, it was often conventional or stable upbringing. It was turbulent, it was confusing, it was often dangerous for a young child. One of my brothers passed away at a very young age. Another brother of mine is a diagnosed schizophrenic. He was homeless for many years with me as his primary contact. Parent of divorce, I emancipated myself at 15 years old, if that tells you anything about what I went through. But as a child, I constantly asked myself, why me? Like, why is this going on? And those feelings of helplessness and anger were loud, but do anything about what I went through. But as a child, I constantly asked myself, why me? Like, why is this going on? And those feelings of helplessness...
It's funny, because that's what I've been asking myself right now when watching this video. Why me? Why, God, how much longer must I endure?
And anger were loud, but at 14 years old, and I'll never forget this, my mom handed me a journal, and she told me to write down 10 things every single day that I was grateful for. And these are like the bare essentials, you know, a home, a roof over my head, food...
You know what? I'm going to say this, and even if this is surprising to some people, I know I've been clowning on this video, that's not bad advice. That is actually really good advice. In fact, I could be wrong, but it's my understanding that your brain cannot actually feel anxious and grateful at the same time. So by practicing gratitude, you also reduce anxiety And even when I myself have practiced gratitude, writing things down that I'm thankful for, it's amazing when I realize how much I actually have. And it does put things into perspective. So that's really not bad advice. A broken clock, right?
On the table, a mom who loved me. And as silly as that sounds, and even when I'm saying, I'm like, oh my God, it was so silly what I was doing, it was transformative. My outlook completely changed, and suddenly the world as a teenager seemed a lot less dark. Because gratitude literally rewires your brain to focus on goodness and joy. That is scientific. It builds resilience in the process. It shifts your perspective, helping you navigate.
Dude, I know I've used this joke. I probably ran, this joke has probably ran its course, but we're getting dopamine lessons from her before we're getting the scoop on the Daily Wire stuff.
Even the most chaotic of times, like we are living in, literally every single day. It's getting a lot better, but it's been crazy. And as Americans, we have even more reason to be grateful. And yes, we fight for change. And yes, there are challenges that we will face, but we still live in the freest nation on earth. A place that...
This is such predictable fucking conservative NPC dialogue. I feel like if I was playing like a video game and you approach the conservative NPC, it'd be like, America is free. Woohoo!
Place that millions of people from around the world dream of coming to. Our daily struggles are still somebody's dream life. There are people around the world, especially women, who would literally kill to be in this room with us, who would kill for the opportunity to be able to speak publicly about their values. And for me, that overwhelming sense of gratitude.
Why would she want a woman who kills to be in the same room with her? That's fucking yikesy.
That matters more than the daily squabbles that we see online, the social media slanders, the debates, the hit pieces, whatever they throw at us. That matters more. That gratitude is what gives me the peace and the perspective, and more importantly, the strength to focus on what actually matters. But not only those three things, this also gives me my purpose, which in my life is my second key to resilience.
Your purpose right now is to get to the fucking point. Maybe I set the wrong expectations for this video. I figured since this was your first appearance, since the Daily Wire thing, you would maybe talk a little bit about it. We're almost, this is actually 15 minutes long. She's literally using up her 15 minutes of fame here.
Because when you are driven by something that is bigger than yourself, these daily wins and losses matter less. You will not find this type of purpose in likes or clicks or viral moments. Those will not sustain you. I learned that the hard way. For me, purpose is waking up every single day with the goal of making the world a little more sane, to empower every single one of my viewers to feel a little bit more confident in their values, to leave a lasting...
It's funny because I actually feel more insane after I watch her videos, but I do feel more confident in my political beliefs. At least I'm not on the side of this fucking loser.
Legacy. That's what I think about every single day. It is the determination to one day be able to tell my future children that I stood firm in my beliefs, that I was not bullied into silence, that I fought to make the world better, and that I did it joyfully, that I showed up on my show every single day joyfully because it mattered. And that is the kind of purpose that makes you literally unshakable. No matter what storms come your way, whether they are personal or professional or political, that keeps you rooted.
Okay, now we're getting a Hallmark card before we're getting the information on the Daily Wire. This is becoming nothing but a meme.
But of course, and you guys are probably guessing this, we are still missing one component, and it is arguably the most important, and that is
the Daily Wire?
Family and community. As I navigate life, I have had to learn that individual friends come and go, politicians will come and go, people will disappoint you, and sometimes alliances shift. The figures...
I think we're getting a little bit of a passive-aggressive call out here now. That sounded a little bit like she could have been talking about Daily Wire.
Come and go, people. I have had to learn that individual friends come and go, politicians will come and go, people will disappoint you, and sometimes alliances shift. The figures that I once trusted might fall short. Everyone goes through this, it's not just me. But on the other side of all of those changes and all of those disappointments is a better us, if we stick to the values and the principles that act as our guiding compass. Our values, our faith, our families are the bedrock of our lives. They are the constants that keep us grounded amidst the chaos. They are our anchors that remind us who we are and why we fight for what we do. So when the world feels uncertain, when people let you down, remember that it is not these fleeting moments or fleeting figures that define you. It is the legacy.
I think Ben Shapiro let her down. He rickrolled her.
That you build through your actions, through your convictions, and through the love that you cultivate with those around you. That is the foundation of your life. That is what you should be investing in every single day. So yes, get involved in politics. Come to events like this and vote and find things that you believe in, but spend time with the people that you care about. Build strong connections, because with that community, you are then truly unstoppable. That gives you the strength to then go tackle everything else. I mean, guys,
this is so boring. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rogers, for bringing up the importance of community and the nice neighborhood and everything. I don't think we're going to get any more info on the Daily Wire. I'm starting to get really upset. I'm starting to get triggered.
one of the biggest lies that I was told as a young woman was that getting married and then later starting a family would ruin my life, that it would hold me back, that I would be literally...
Who told you this? The popular opinion is the opposite. The popular opinion is, if you don't do these things, you're ruining your life. If you don't get married and have kids right away, you're ruining your life. That's like the conservative thing. That's generally what society, I believe, that's still how society acts. Apparently, Brett Cooper came from the rare, weird village where they just taught the opposites of everything. They were like, no, getting married is the stupidest thing you can do. Having children? What are you, a fucking fool?
Settling. And guys, I heard that from the left and the right. I heard that from people that I once respected. But I just want to tell you today, wholeheartedly, that my husband that is somewhere standing off stage, I don't know where he is, there he is, that he has made me, oh my God, you're getting a standing ovation, that you have made me bolder and braver and more ambitious than I have ever been in my entire life because...
What? Why is she conflating her happiness with marriage to any kind of like straw man argument that the left is like, never get married? What? That's great that you're happy in your marriage and everything. Luckily, the left generally is not saying never get married.
Of your love. He and our family and our communities, they form the basis of my life. And it is within these communities that we create the most meaningful change. And this is why I said that I wanted to talk directly to you and about you guys. Because real change starts at home. There's so much that we can do online and in politics, and there's so much that we can do, and obviously...
Now we're getting HGTV commentary from Brett Cooper before we're getting the info on the Daily Wire.
TPUSA has shown us that over the last 4 years because they've been so incredible. But at the end of the day, change starts with your values and your personal integrity and your family and the life that you build together. Because when it comes down to it, in my opinion, the best way to win is to live a great life. That pisses them off because you're so happy and because you're so successful. That is the way to win. So focus on that. Embrace gratitude. Stay grounded and rooted in your values. Be a good person.
So the speech is over. She's not saying anything else about Daily Wire. I don't really even disagree with the advice to be grateful and practice gratitude. Of course, that's like pretty basic advice. Honestly, this is okay. This feels very much how it used to feel when I would finish watching a Brett Cooper video in the comment section. Let down, disappointed, dragged on, and happy that it's over. So thank you, Brett Cooper, for once again delivering your staple trademark. Appreciate it.